We're live.
All right, introduce us, Drew. You're
Well,
man.
so we wanted to do something a little special, a little fun for everybody here. Not not too many crazy headlines on this episode here. We wanted to just talk fantasy football with the fam. What's that? What are you pointing at?
I'm just telling people where you're at. Yeah,
It's the Brady Bunch.
it's the Brady Bunch.
Okay. Yeah. So Heidi has joined us today. Graced us with her presence. She's probably going to end up winning our fantasy league.
She wins every year.
I lost.
She does
last
win every year. Well, she lost last year, but that's I don't know.
Who won last year? Drew?
I climbed up the ranks though at the end, but I still lost.
Yeah, I think I went from worst to first last year.
Yeah.
So we're just going to talk fantasy football and then probably a little bit of college football and maybe a little baseball. I don't know.
All right, that's
if
fine.
you guys are interested in that or not. Last year I won the fantasy football, but I tried. Okay. This year, apparently I'm in the league.
You're in the league,
but I have not looked at it at all. So
you let AI draft your players, and you're in first place out of 12 teams.
Yeah.
I'm in second place. I'm actually trying. But for me, last year I finished fourth in the regular season and then fifth after the playoffs. So, and that's the best year I've had. So I'm happy to be 2-0 right now in second place. And the only reason I'm in second place is because I'm 2 points behind you in total points. But there's two guys, Ron, who's in fourth place, and Caden, who's in fifth place, who actually have more total points than Drew, who's in first. They got one more point. Each of them has one more point than Drew has. So,
well,
but they've lost the game, so they're one.
They have the wrong strategy. It looks like.
Yeah, your strategy is just let the AI handle it for you. But last year you did it yourself, and you won the league. Out of 12 teams, you won the league. So
yeah,
I don't think your AI strategy will work the whole year. I think if you don't touch that thing, you're going to have injuries. And when those injuries hit, and if you don't replace those guys that are hurt, or there's a bye week, or whatever, you're going to start piling up some losses. You need to be involved.
Well, where's Mom at? Where's she ranking?
Mom's doing really well. She's 1-1. She's ranked 7th because of total points.
Mm-hmm.
She's 1-1, and she's playing me this week. So
I had an extreme nail biter with Lexi last week, and it came down to Monday Night Football with the Chargers. She had 2 Charger players. I have the Charger quarterback, Herbert, and he did well. And we eked it out over Lexi, and I won last week on Monday Night Football.
Way to stick it to the grandkids.
Yes. There's no mercy when it comes to fantasy football.
There's also no mercy when it, later or early, I guess, in the year, when it comes to March Madness too, which again, Heidi,
I won last year.
You won it last year.
Last year because I had in the tournament, I had the Florida Gators, and they won it all.
Okay.
Yeah, so I won last year.
Oh,
First
yeah, you did
time I ever won the college bracket. First time ever for me. So I'm feeling good. I won the bracket in the NCAA. I'm in second place right now in the fantasy football league out of 12. I'm just feeling really good. I'm wearing a Georgia Bulldog shirt and hat only because somebody gave it to me, and they're ranked 5th. But we'll talk about college in a little while. But I'm happy the Jaguars are looking decent. The Colts are undefeated. You're wearing the Colts jersey. And Heidi, how do you feel about Jacksonville Jaguars, the Colts, or do you like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? And Heidi likes the Dolphins too, I know.
I love the Dolphins. I have Tyreek Hill. So, yes, I would love to get to go to a Dolphin game. We haven't got to go. We've gotten to go to some Jaguar games. And so Justin Herbert, his brother Patrick, is a tight end on the Jaguars team. So that's cool.
That's cool.
But Paul, you stole my my quarterback this year. You stole Mahomes from me.
I did. I took Patrick Mahomes this year, and he's done real well for me. Let me see. In the first 2 weeks on fantasy football,
Patrick
Mahomes scored 23 points last week and helping lead me into victory. And then first week of the season, he scored 26 and again helped lead the team to victory. So we're 2-0, and Patrick's playing real well. He's playing actually better fantasy wise than last year. So, but the Kansas City Chiefs are 0-2.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's one of Mom's favorite teams there, the Kansas City Chiefs. And I don't know if you're a Swiftie or not, but
I am a Swiftie.
There you go.
Again, I've been influenced by my granddaughters. We've been Swifties for a long time.
I think there's trouble in paradise, and let me tell you why.
No trouble in paradise.
Chiefs are 0-2. Travis Kelce is dropping passes, and Taylor hasn't come to either football game.
She's busy. There's no trouble in paradise.
I'm just saying, maybe not. They're going to get married, I guess. They don't have a date on that yet, but they're off to a rough start as far as football is concerned. Travis is mad. He's upset because he's not getting the ball thrown to him, and when he did, he drops it. And Mahomes,
it might be time for him to retire, though.
And Mahomes' answer was, just catch the passes I throw to you.
Right.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Don't cry about how many passes. Just catch the ones you get thrown, and you'll be fine. Yeah. Okay.
Well, if she hasn't been to either game and they're 0-2, I guess, is that...
Maybe she needs to come to the games, and then
we'll
get back on track. So
maybe that's the indicator. And Travis, it's time for him to... I think it's time for him to retire. It's
2 years ago. 2 years ago.
Yeah. I think it's ever since he, changed up his style and got that weird haircut and stuff. I'm sorry, Travis, but
you're not liking it?
It's not working.
Okay.
Well, I will remain positive here for this. On the side.
I got the Kansas City quarterback. Okay, Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to stay positive. Who's your quarterback, Drew?
I think it's Baker Mayfield, right?
It is Baker Mayfield. Again, we're in Florida.
He's looking tough. He's looking good.
But well, hold on. I was trying to get up an image of Travis Kelce's haircut while you guys are.
You gonna throw that up on the screen?
Yeah, I think I need to. Let's see.
I want to say I have Barkley from the Philadelphia Eagles.
Saquon Barkley. Now, that is a player.
And so far for me this year, the first week he scored 16 points, and the second week he scored 16 points again. And then, so we're going into this third week, and he's healthy, and we're real happy about his performances so far. So,
what's there not to love about Travis Kelce?
Yeah,
I just, I think I said this last year too. This guy is just a.
Are you talking about Travis's hair? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
What is it about? Where's the haircut?
Just a dirty player, man.
This
is not his look.
When I won fantasy football, it was because I had Mahomes and Travis on my team.
See, this is what he used to look like.
Yeah, I like that better. So what's he look like now? This
whatever's going on here.
Enlarge that. Let me see.
I don't know if I can, but
you did a second ago.
I'm just on Google Images.
This one?
See, it's just bad. What is this? People.
What's there not to love? It's Travis Kelce. It's awesome.
Well, he's a good player. He's a great player. He'll probably be a Hall of Famer, but yeah. Just changing up his hairstyle, which is still better than his brother because Dave needs a haircut. Jason Kelce, he needs a lot of work. He's retired, but he needs a lot of work. So anyway, as the 12 team fantasy football season goes on, we're going to see how this shakes out. Who are you playing this week, Drew? Do you
no idea? Nope. No idea. Well, but you guys have inspired me. I have to log into my app here when we're done recording.
You're playing Kate
I'll log into
my.
Who's he playing?
Okay.
Kate and the cat.
Okay, and Caden's all right. So Caden, I think, is 1-1 and has the most points of anyone in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So this could be a shootout.
Well, I'm going to lock up that victory. Don't worry.
He's got Penix, the Falcons quarterback.
You know what? If I was coaching the Atlanta Falcons, I would start Kirk Cousins. I wouldn't start Penix.
But he's got that wide receiver from Chicago, O'Dunes. Is that how you say his name? O'Dunes? And so he's the reason I'm dropping DJ Moore, because he was getting all the passes and DJ's being overlooked. And the outlook for DJ is not good. So I went ahead and dropped DJ Moore this week.
I think DJ Moore's been hyped up in fantasy and been an underperformer his whole career, though.
Yeah.
Well, let's say this. You're right about his hype. It's been a little bit for him. The problem is with the Bears is the quarterback can't throw the ball past 10 yards. Effectively, I'm saying Caleb Williams can throw the ball. He's got a great arm.
Yeah.
But in the game, he can't throw past 10 yards because he looks down the field and he sees, the defensive players and zones. And so he just keeps checking it off. And so that's why Moore doesn't get a pass. DJ Moore's running down there 15 yards, doing a juke, shooting to cross. He's open, and there's no football because Caleb is either being sacked, trying to scramble, or checking the ball off to the running backs. He can't, and that's why the Bears aren't scoring any points, and that's why they look bad and they're 0-2. And I think, Heidi, you made the right decision by dropping DJ Moore, not because DJ's not a great receiver, but because the quarterback can't throw him the ball. That's the bottom line.
Well, you know what the problem with the quarterback is, though, right?
What's the problem with him?
Well, first, he's on the Bears. And number two, he's from USC. So, combination like that.
USC quarterbacks are no good. I mean, they win Heisman trophies. I mean, he won one. He was number one pick. I don't know if he won the Heisman, but he was number one pick. You had Matt Leinart. He won the Heisman. So you're saying once they get to the NFL, they don't do a whole lot?
Well, I have an issue with USC because I'm a Notre Dame fan. That's my issue.
Oh, so you're just biased.
Yeah, 100% biased.
There you go, folks. So Drew doesn't pick. He doesn't do anything in the draft. He don't show up to the draft. He lets AI do it. He hasn't looked at his team. He didn't even know whose quarterback is, but he's still biased against anyone from USC.
Well, I mean, I'll set up, so I'll log into my app.
Okay.
And I'll try to set it up to where AI can do everything, and we'll see how it performs.
Are you going to let AI run your whole season?
Yeah, if I can, if that's a thing, I'll let it try.
Terrible. That's terrible. I will beat this AI team. I don't know if I'll win the league, but I'm going to say this. I'm going to make sure I can beat that AI team. Okay. If it's possible.
Might even have to change the team's name to the bots or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Beg's bots. Yeah. So anyway, for those of you who are watching, we have a lot of fun with this. 12 teams. It's something you do every week. And then you can text each other. You can trash talk. You can brag. You can complain. You can do what you want to do. But the key thing is it's a lot of fun. It's just a lot of way to interact with family members and friends.
Yeah.
And then that starts conversations, and then you just talk about other stuff as well. So, it's
right. Yeah. And we have ours expanded across multiple families that we're married into, and friends from past. Some people in there I don't even think I've ever even met before.
But here's who's in the league. Okay. I'm in the league, and Heidi's in the league.
Which we're against each other this week.
Yeah, and we're taking on each other this week. So you can imagine the tension that's going to be in the household this whole weekend. Because the thing is, the NFL games start Thursday night. Then there's all the Sunday games. Then there's the Sunday night game. Then there's the Monday night game. So this, for 4 days, you got all this tension in the house.
So besides Mike from around the world on Thursday night, you've got the tension of fantasy football going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thursday night.
Mike from the world. Well, number 3, this isn't the league positions. I'm just going to name who's in the league. Drake, our grandson Drake, is in the league, and he's doing well again. I think he's in 3rd place. He's undefeated, also at 2-0.
He's going against Lexi this week.
So you got our oldest grandson taking on our oldest granddaughter head to head this week. Lexi and Drake's a pretty good player. And no matter every year in fantasy football, he's always a contender. And Lexi, she's really become a sports. Really, she's pretty amazing. Her and I, we followed the Pacers last year. I mean, we text back and forth every day about the Pacers and how they were doing, and of course, the Pacers went all the way to the 7th game of the NBA Finals, and I
Yeah.
think they would have won if Halliburton hadn't tore his Achilles. Was it his Achilles?
Yeah.
If that didn't happen, he hit 3 long 3-pointers. The Pacers had the lead. I just had a feeling they were going to win this NBA championship had he not tore his Achilles. When that happened, that was it.
Yeah, that was sad.
But anyway, Lexi is a big Indiana Pacer fan, and that's a lot of fun. Now, Ron is your father-in-law.
Yep.
Right? And he seems to be a pretty solid fantasy football player, too.
Well, unless he's playing my team, then
And you beat him each time?
gotta get beat. Gotta get beat every time.
Who's Caden with the cat? Who's Caden?
I have no idea. Is that Drake's friend? I think that's Drake's friend.
It's Drake's friend.
Is that his name, Caden?
Yes.
With the cat?
With the cat?
I don't know what the cat's got to do with it.
So this is Drake's friend, a guy named Caden that I don't think I've ever met, and he's in the league?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I mean. We span across.
We're really expanding now. And then we got Drew. Your Love Thy Neighbors. You're in here, of course.
Yeah.
Won it all last year. In first place already this year.
But the AI bots.
Yeah. Now, who's the House of Cards? Evan. Who's Evan? Isn't that your brother-in-law?
No, that's my friend, retired Marine.
Oh, I know who he is. He's the retired Marine that I met him over there in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So the Cards though is Cardinals because he's from Arizona.
So he's from Arizona. I met him and you were friends with him in North Carolina, and now he lives in Washington State. Is that right?
Yep.
But he don't live near you in Washington State.
No, all the way on the other side.
Kind of towards Spokane.
Eastern Washington.
Then we got Brock's Blazers. Okay, Brock's my oldest son. That's Drew's brother. And what's really wrong about this season is there's Brock's Blazers and then there's the wild card Brock. Does he have 2 teams this year? What's going on with this league?
I don't know. Who's the GM? Or who's the commish?
Well, mom commissioner with Ron.
It's default. It defaulted to me. So.
Okay.
So Ron asked me a question, so I made him a co-commissioner because I have no idea what I'm doing.
So Mom and Ron are the co-commissioners.
You're the co-commissioner too, Drew.
Oh, I am too.
Drew, yeah, right. But I want to know how come Brock got 2 teams? How we couldn't get a 12th team with? Why does he get 2 teams?
He figured it out. I don't know.
Something wrong. Something really wrong. And then Brock's wife, Leanne, my daughter-in-law, Leanne, she's in the league this year again, and she usually plays pretty well every year. She was really strong last year. And then the next team is Wild Card Brock. So Brock's got 2 teams? No, he's got 2. He's got Brock Blazers and Wild Card Brock. So, and
maybe
Bart
he has an AI team.
League, and Bart's not even in the league this year.
Mm-mm.
So
no, I think I only got into the league because it just defaulted and auto drafted for me because I wasn't paying attention.
That's really sad.
But hey, I'm in first place, so don't worry about it.
So he's in first place. I'm in second place. Mom's in I think 5th place. It's early. It's way too early to start. You know, if we get 6-7 games into the season and you're in first place, then you can start talking about the seriousness of it. But it's early. Things are going to really change every week.
That's way early.
Yeah. And I just want to say, in the NFL, and before we go to college real quick, in the NFL, the guy who's leading the league in yards passing, I'd have never thought this, is from the New York Giants, Russell Wilson.
Really?
Yeah. 618 yards in passing yards. He's also thrown 3 touchdowns and only 1 interception. So now, Daniel Jones, which I'm now calling Indiana Jones of the Indiana Colts. So Indiana Jones is second with 588 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and the Colts are 2-0. And then
there was the right move to put him there, I think.
it really was to get Daniel Jones and now they're calling him Indiana Jones. And then you got Heidi's quarterback Justin Herbert of the Chargers, who's third in yards passing with 560, but he has 5 touchdown passes and no interceptions for the Los Angeles Chargers, and I think they're 2-0 also. So
yeah, but all right. So there used to be the San Diego Chargers, which is the only thing that makes sense. And then eventually San Diego said, we need a new stadium. So they put it on the taxpayers. And the taxpayers said, no, we're not paying for a new stadium. So as soon as that vote came out, the owner of the Chargers packed up and left.
Went to LA.
No, I don't blame them for that. I mean, I wouldn't have tried to put it on the taxpayers. I think the whole scenario played out the way it should have. But you don't go to LA. What is that?
And what's sad is the LA Chargers and the LA Rams share the same stadium.
Yeah, that's
a brand new stadium, which is a state-of-the-art, phenomenal stadium in Los Angeles. Yeah. And here's the other thing. And each team has the same color coordination.
Yeah, it's ugly.
Yellow and blue. So it doesn't matter who's playing. The stadium is yellow and blue, and it works for both teams. It's really but Los Angeles is such a big city, they can pull this off.
But if you're the Chargers, so LA, the Rams went there from St. Louis, I think like 2 or 3 years before them. And then the Chargers decided, well, we're going to go to, no, just go to London. Just leave. Just go to London. It's already set up.
Every year there's 4 or 5 NFL games that are played in Europe. London. There's games played in Dublin, Ireland. I think Munich, Germany.
Yeah.
I don't know if
they could have been the Europe Chargers.
Well, let me ask you, is it time, Heidi, what do you think? Is it time for the NFL to expand to Europe? Have a team from Germany, Ireland, UK, France. That's a new division, 4 teams.
And well, if we did, we would have to annex those countries because it's National Football League. Just saying.
Okay, so we're not going to pull that off. So maybe it becomes the end.
I don't know. We got Trump as president. He's wanting to annex Greenland and the Gulf of Mexico, the Gulf of America.
Let Trump do it, and he'll bring Greenland in.
Maybe. You never know.
He'll buy Greenland, and that'll put Greenland in. And he'll annex Mexico maybe, and then put them in.
Yeah. I mean, you never know what could happen.
Venezuela, so they'll be in.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
He might, and then I don't know, and then and if Russia's not careful, maybe so. But I can see him buying Greenland, annexing part of Mexico, and conquering Venezuela. And then now he's real chummy with King Charles. So maybe they just go ahead and come in because we used to be under them. Then they could be now under us. And then there you go. We're the International Football League.
Nah, international. That's the key word.
International football.
But I have a proposal.
Okay.
Especially when they go to Ireland, seeing that you all were Begleys once upon a time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were Begleys.
We should take this show on the road and cover it live from Ireland.
Yeah, let's do that.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yep. So you mean when there's a football game in Ireland, we should go?
We should go cover it live.
Let's.
Wouldn't that be cool?
All right, check the schedule, somebody.
When's the next time the Irish are going?
Now, Notre Dame. That's right. Notre Dame always plays a game like once every 5 or 6 years in Dublin, Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were there. They might have been there last year against Georgia Tech or something.
What's called the Shamrock Series.
Yeah,
and they wear the green jerseys on those days, and But I like the idea of somehow because look, it's where we're from. We were Begleys, right? Mm-hmm. We're from Ireland. We're mostly Irish, or at least that's our DNA is Irish the most for me and Drew and Brock and Bart. And Heidi is mostly. What is your
I'm
DNA.
mostly Russian, but I do have a speck of Irish because I have that grandmother who was the pirate queen.
Yeah, we need to go. And because Heidi's 13th grandmother was the pirate queen and has a castle over there.
Mm-hmm.
So we
Yep.
could go to the NFL game, cover the game in Ireland, and then go to the castle.
Do we have access to the castle?
I think Heidi has.
I have no idea.
We just knock on the door.
Well, she's got DNA access.
Mhm.
I'd say she can make and that castle is functioning. I mean, it's an actual. I don't know if it's a museum or what it is. We can look into it, and maybe get in advance, get clearance to be able to go to it and go in as part of the heritage tour.
You can't just knock on the door.
I don't think you can just knock on the door.
Nah.
I don't.
Hey, we're part of the O'Malley clan or whatever.
What was her name? Grace O'Malley.
Grace O'Malley.
Yeah, the pirate queen. And the reason she was a pirate queen because Queen Elizabeth was the queen of the British Empire.
Mhm.
And her cousin was Grace O'Malley, who was the queen over there in Ireland.
Mhm.
And so, but she was kind of pirate queen because she hung out with a lot of the outlaws and the pirates and people. So she went to England to see her cousin, probably over some financial situations or territorial disputes, and she went to see her.
It was over the fact that her husband, it was her second husband, and her son had been abducted. And so she was doing some negotiating on the kidnapping.
Okay. So she went to see the queen, which was her cousin.
Mhm.
She always kept a dagger strapped to her thigh. And as she's entering into, you can't just go in to see the queen with a weapon. Okay. Security saying, whoa. And she's like, look, I'm taking this dagger everywhere I go because I don't want to get attacked either. So, and then the cousin, which is Queen Elizabeth, said, let her in. She's the cousin. She's not going to stab me with the dagger. Let her in.
Mm.
And so that's how the story goes. So you can understand how nervous I am playing Heidi this week in fantasy football. She's a Russian. I'm an Irish. She's the pirate queen. She has a dagger. I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, you got the shofar.
I got the shofar, and I just blew the shofar. I just blew the shofar in my last video I did, and everybody loved it. So, she's got the dagger. I got the shofar. It'll be okay.
I'll bring the shillelagh, and then we'll then we can have a weapon fight, a family weapon fight,
Yeah.
good old fashioned family weapon.
All we need. We call them Begley clan. So
you want to look? You want to look at the college football rankings?
Let's look at the rankings. Let's look at college. What is
All
it?
right. So, before we do that, though, we're gonna look at the AP top 25 because for some reason I don't know why there's a coaches poll, there's a media poll, there's a CBS poll, ABC, ESPN. Guys, just pick one poll. Just pick one. We don't need multiple polls. And the only thing that they go off of at the end of the year anyway is AP. Actually, I'm sorry. Towards the middle of the season, they have the college football playoff poll, which is really the only thing they go off of anyway.
But when do they start doing the college football poll? Because that's the only poll that matters. That determines the 12 teams that get in the playoffs.
I think they start doing that like week 7 or something like that. But it doesn't make sense to me why you wouldn't just do it the whole year.
Why do you wait?
So
why do you wait? I think they just don't want to feel the pressure, maybe, and they let it get 7 weeks into the season, and then they can kind of get a better feel.
I mean, you're using the same algorithms that make the ranking anyway, so it doesn't, whatever. So AP is the only one that's real. Let's just say that for now until the CFP comes out.
So let's go. With who's number one? Yeah, walk us through this.
So number 1, you have Ohio State.
Yeah, and I got members of my church that are Ohio State fans, and they show up to church when we were playing Notre Dame with their Ohio State jerseys, and I'm Notre Dame wearing my Rudy jacket. Okay, the Notre Dame Rudy jacket I have, which is cool. What a great jacket! That's the Irish behind me, by the way. And it was difficult because when I got to the door of the tent, they were waiting there as ushers, Ohio State guys.
Mm.
And I walked up and they said, "Hold it a minute, Pastor. Wait a minute, Pastor. You're at the," because right across the road from the tent is the St. Vincent Catholic Church. And they said, whoa, Pastor, you're at the wrong congregation. You should be over there. Okay. So that's how I got welcomed.
And then we got beat too.
Then we got beat. And so, but they, they didn't rub it in too bad. They acknowledged we had a great year.
Yeah. So Ohio State, and they do have a good team. I'll give them credit. Penn State is number 2. They also have a really good team as well.
Really good.
Number 3, a lot of my family on my wife's side anyway, they love this team. Number 3 is LSU.
Because your wife is from Louisiana.
Yeah. But I'm all for rooting for everybody's team that they like, but I refuse to root for LSU because Brian Kelly is the head coach there,
who's the former coach of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
And after watching on television, it's not called Hard Knocks because that's a show that behind the scenes show that they use for the NFL, but it was a similar documentary. And I lost so much respect for Brian Kelly. That guy, loudmouth, foul mouth, abusive coach. Wow. I feel sorry for these LSU Tigers, the players. I would not want to play for Brian Kelly. No, I would not want my sons to play for Brian Kelly.
Well, that's so LSU, we'll see. Like, yeah, he was good to win 10 games every year with Notre Dame, but they always lose the big game because the players don't want to win for you.
I don't care if he's number 1 in the country coming into the playoffs. He'll get beat in the first game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Maybe the second game. He's not going to win it all. I don't care what. He won't win it.
So then number 4 is Miami, Florida.
Yeah, they beat us. They beat Notre Dame already. They do have a pretty powerful team. You can't count them out.
Pretty good looking team there too. And then number 5 is, I don't know why you're wearing that, but the Georgia Bulldogs.
Well, I got a lot of followers from Georgia, and they're number 5, and they're tough. I mean, they are a tough team. I think they're playing Alabama this week.
I'm not sure who they're playing.
Lord. We watched them take down Tennessee.
Yeah,
they did. That was a good game.
I really felt bad about that. Pastor Melvin's from Tennessee. Several of the congregations from Tennessee. I felt bad, but I also got people in the congregation that are Georgia Bulldog fans, and a lot of online followers that are Georgia and Alabama, for that matter. No, actually from every team, but I'll go with Georgia right now. Somebody sent me the shirt and a hat, so I'm wearing.
We were talking. This will make Pastor Melvin upset though too. But we were talking during the Georgia Tennessee game, and Tennessee looked pretty good all the way through the first half, I think, and then they started to fall behind. And I said, no, Tennessee's going to blow it. They're not going to win this game. They're like, well, why? I'm like, because they lose everything. It doesn't matter. Basketball, football.
That was a great game, though.
Yeah,
Georgia. It
was.
Georgia won in the end. What was it? 41-38 or something.
Yeah, in overtime.
But if the kid from Tennessee kicks the field goal, he wins. And he chokes.
You saw it in his eyes, though, and you knew he was going to choke.
They should have let him kick it right away instead of fumbling around, stalling, and running the clock down. You could see he was nervous over there. Just let him kick the ball.
Yeah.
Just let him kick the ball.
No warm up. Don't warm up.
Don't worry about whether it's 12 seconds left or 6 seconds left. Just let the guy kick the ball.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was a tough loss for Tennessee.
So Georgia wins. Georgia gets the victory. I'm wearing the shirt.
What about them Bulldogs?
How about them Bulldogs? Supposed to talk about the Cowboys, but I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this right now. After watching that game, Georgia's good, but they're going to have to get a defense because they let Tennessee score 38 points. So, in the big picture, is Georgia really a contender for the national championship? Ohio State, I say yes. Penn State, I say yes.
Georgia, I say
yes. Yeah. I don't know about LSU just because I personally like Brian Kelly and I just think he chokes, but they're still good. And then Miami Hurricanes, they beat Notre Dame. I have to say they're probably a contender.
I don't know. Yet to be seen. I think Miami's a good team. I don't know what Notre Dame is yet. But
well, they're 0-2 and they're 24th in the nation, ranked 24th, but they lost 2 games to 2 ranked teams by a total of 4 points. So they're a good team. They will climb back up the ladder as time goes on, my opinion.
Yeah, but you got to play defense. You can't give up 40, however many points they get. It was actually a sad. I actually didn't even want to watch the game. It was
41
so
to 40.
bad.
Was that the final score? 41 to 40.
I think so. Yeah, something like that. But it felt like I was watching a Big 12 game. Sorry, people that like the Big 12, but there is no defense.
There's no worry about that. Don't say you're sorry about the Big 12. There's nobody left in the Big 12. Who's left? There's no team. That's true.
They took them all.
Worthless. I mean, they're not even. Well, the Pac-10 is worthless, but the Big 12 is. I mean, seriously, the Pac-10, the 4 best teams came to the Big 10. Oregon Ducks, Washington Huskies, the UCLA Bruins, and your favorite USC Trojans. I mean, so they all came over to the Big 10. There's nobody left. Who's in the Pac-10? Who's left? Who? Oregon State?
Yeah.
San Diego State Aztecs? Are they even in that league? Who's in that league?
Oregon State? Washington State?
No. Yeah, Washington State. That's probably the best team in the Pac-10 that's left.
Yeah. But anyway, so number 6, we got Oregon. 7 is Florida State.
Oregon's a good football team. They could win it. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's true. They could have won it all last year, too.
Yep.
Florida State is 7.
Wow. They knocked off Alabama by 2 touchdowns. You got to consider where Florida State's going to be in this thing.
But didn't Florida State only win 1 game last year?
Don't matter. New coach, new atmosphere, knocked off Bama, ran in the field.
Yeah, I think
they tore down the goalpost twice. They played 2 games or 2-0, and both games were upsets, and they pulled down the goalpost.
Yeah, but I think moving them from a 1 or 2 win team last year to unranked this year to number 7 after 2 wins, guys.
But it was 2 big wins. 2 big wins.
Come on now.
I know what you're thinking.
Texas
is 8.
Wait
and see on that.
You're going to wait and see on Florida State?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
That's a wait and see.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, sure. I'd put them in the top 20, not 7. Guys, come on.
They'll fold.
Texas is 8 with our boy.
Well, Arch Manning. I mean, everybody's putting way too much pressure on this kid.
Mm-hmm.
He's great. He will end up a great college football player, and he'll go to the NFL. But right now, there's too much pressure.
Yeah.
They started talking Heisman. They ranked him preseason number 1. They threw him into the horseshoe at Ohio State. They lost close game. They lost 14-7, but still, they're putting way too much pressure on this kid.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what ESPN likes to do that. And they like to ruin people's careers. So, but let's just let the kid play. It's just football.
He'll overcome it. He's got too much.
Yeah, it's just football, guys.
It's too good. DNA is too good.
Number 9 is one of the worst states in the union, Illinois. And then that's all.
I got a good friend though. Wait, Tommy, one of my parishioners, Tommy McIntyre, big Illinois fan. Okay, comes to church every Sunday with the Illinois shirts.
They make those.
They do make those. If I had one, I'd wear it. Okay, if I had one, I'd wear it. If anybody wants to send me one, it's got to have a collar. I like a collar. I'm saying Illinois might be for real this year. Might be for real.
Well, I think they play Indiana this week, so we'll see how real they are.
Big game, because that's going to prove which one of these. And both Illinois and Indiana are coming way up from where they used to be.
Yeah.
You got to give them both a lot of love here.
Number 10 is Texas A&M.
Beat Notre Dame. Beat Notre Dame.
Yeah, but they got the same problem as Notre Dame. No defense.
I know. They'll get beat later. Yep.
Which they're an SEC school now, and that's what I was saying with the Big 12. They looked like they were playing still in the Big 12 last week, so that was ugly.
They're probably saying, well, wait till yeah, and now they got to go. I don't know who they got on the schedule, but if they have to face Georgia, Alabama, these Ole Miss, LSU. I mean, if they got to play these tough, big Southeastern Conference teams, then they're going to lose some games.
Yeah. And then we got Oklahoma at 11. I'm not convinced. Iowa State, no, at 12.
No, that's overrated.
Ole Miss at 13. I feel like that's just because they're in the SEC.
Yeah, they're solid.
Alabama's at 14.
I don't sleep on Alabama is what I'm going to say. Don't sleep on Alabama. If they get in the playoffs, here's my point. If they get in the playoffs, they could make a run on the whole thing. Don't sleep on Alabama.
Maybe. There's no Saban there, so I'm not convinced.
I know. Nick Saban's not there, but still.
Tennessee's at 15.
They're solid. They're solid.
Yeah, I think they got a pretty good team.
Yeah, let's see how they do in the Southeast Conference, and they're solid. We'll see.
Utah is at 16. I don't even know who they play.
They should.
Texas Tech? No. Georgia Tech is at 18.
They've proved that. The Ramblin' Wreck from Georgia Tech, they couple big upsets. Yeah. They're doing stuff.
I think this is the most underrated team in college football. The Indiana Hoosiers at 19.
Yeah. Well, that nobody believes in them yet. Even though they made the playoffs last year.
They almost beat the Irish last year in the playoffs.
At Notre Dame, almost beat the Irish. The Irish went to the final game of the whole tournament and lost a close game to Ohio State. But Indiana's for real. And if this is the game, when they play Illinois, we're going to find out which one of these guys is for real.
Yeah.
But Indiana could win the Big Ten. They're good enough to win the Big Ten. They are. I mean, do you put them in the same league with Ohio State and Penn State? That's the question. I don't know.
Not yet.
But they might be the third best team in the Big Ten. Don't sleep on the Hoosiers.
I think they got to prove it. And then number 20 is Vanderbilt.
That's shocking. The Commodores.
Who is Vanderbilt?
They're usually the doormat of the SEC.
Yeah.
But they knocked off Alabama last year, and they're playing good football this year. Don't sleep on the Commodores. So they're there.
And this was the thing I figured out last year because I was like, man, why is Vanderbilt always why are they in the SEC? But then I realized they're one of the original members. I'm like, okay.
But when they beat Alabama, that's why they're there. Okay.
Yeah.
60 years, but when they did it, what do you think, Heidi? I mean, that's a good school, by the way. It's a good high academic school.
Never count out the Crimson Tide, but yes, we've suffered big loss without Saban.
Oh, okay, Heidi wants to go there. So you're saying losing Nick Saban has really hurt Alabama?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know who the coach is of Alabama. Do you know my guy's name?
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't earned a name yet.
Do you know his name, Heidi?
No.
I don't either. That's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
What, 3 years? I don't know his name. That's a problem.
He hasn't earned a name yet. I don't think
that's a problem. I don't know his name.
And 21, you got Michigan. 22 is Auburn. That's Ron's team. And then 23 is Missouri. Now, actually, what's that?
Tigers?
Yeah, I want to go back and apologize to my Illinois friends. Missouri, after driving across the country, Missouri is the worst state.
Well, you didn't go to Branson.
No, but I went straight through the heart of the
you would have went to
gateway to the west. And St. Louis do not drive. Don't ever drive on the interstate in St. Louis. If you can go around it, just avoid it like you would Chicago.
Everybody. If you would have went to Branson, Missouri, you would have had a whole different perspective about Missouri, right, Heidi?
Branson's nice.
Because you would have been down there in the Ozark. It's beautiful down in that part of the country. Mm-hmm. Branson, your kids would have loved Branson. You made a mistake. You went through St. Louis.
Had to. I had to get to the west, gateway to the west. Apparently, which I didn't realize that either. I had to look that up. St. Louis Arch. I was like, what is this about? Who cares? It's the gateway to the west. And it kind of makes sense geographically, too. So.
Yeah.
I apologize for him to all the Missouri people. I apologize that he's trashing the state of Missouri. It is a...
It's a really bad state.
It's a nice state, really.
And that's where Grandpa Don was born. Missouri.
Yeah, Grandpa Don was born in Styston, Missouri.
Yeah, and that's where they throw the big rolls. You catch them, Lambert, Missouri.
Yeah, if you go to that restaurant,
you just didn't go to the right spots.
You go to that restaurant, it is incredible food, and then a guy is walking through, and he's throwing dinner rolls, and you catch your dinner roll. Okay.
I like that. I would like to see the Ozarks too, but I'm just saying it's called misery for a reason.
Oh.
And you can't opt out of not catching the rolls, because I tried, believe me. He's still going to throw a roll at you.
You got to catch.
Number 24 is I actually think that they shouldn't be ranked, but number 24 is the Fighting Irish. But
I know it's the first time ever in the history of college football that an 0-2 team is ranked in the top 25.
Yeah.
But I think if you think it over, they finished second in the country last year. They have a lot of returning players. They've only lost 2 games to
ranked teams,
2 high-ranked teams by only a total of 4 points total.
That's true.
They're the best 0-2 football team that's ever been in college football. And I say they will finish and make the playoffs. They will make the playoffs. I don't know if they'll run. They're not going to run the table, but I'm going to say they make the playoffs.
They're going to make the playoffs at 9-3.
No, they're going to run the table from here on out.
They're going to win 10 straight. Okay.
They're going to win 10 straight.
What is it?
Playoffs.
What?
Did we say playoffs? Playoffs to Notre Dame. They're going to make the playoffs to Notre Dame.
But I don't think that the Irish should be ranked. But yeah, I agree with what you're saying. But I don't like an 0-2 team that's ranked. But anyway, I do like that they're ranked higher than number 25 USC Trojans.
Oh my Lord!
And we'll be crushing them later this year. Don't worry. Just mark it down, everybody over there on the beach in SoCal.
So that's our college football update. You can tell there's a lot of biased opinions in it.
Oh yeah.
And so as the year goes on, we come back and do another fantasy football. Can we talk about faith on the field right now while we're at it? I think what I've seen in both the pros and in college is an emergence of prayer, especially in college. I'm shocked at all the different college teams that are praying in the end, out in the field.
Well, Notre Dame game, when the Texas A&M kid got hurt, I believe his name was Tyler. Can't remember his last name. And he was down. He was down and he was not moving. He's fine.
He's fine now. And
both teams got down and prayed.
Both teams were praying.
Mm-hmm.
Notre Dame were praying for Texas Tech player. All the Texas Tech players were praying. Mm-hmm. And then we got a report later that he started moving his arms and legs, and he's going to be okay. Mm-hmm. So, and I've seen Tennessee. I see all of Tennessee players pray, and I see Michigan, Ohio State, LSU. Even with I didn't see Brian Kelly praying, but I did see everybody else.
The players.
The players were praying. Yeah, you see it all over college. And a few years ago, nobody was praying. Matter of fact, people were kneeling for the national anthem. They wouldn't even stand for the national anthem.
Right.
So there's been a change, and there's been a lot of baptisms going on, like at Ohio State and Purdue and other.
Oh yeah, I did do that at Purdue too.
Yeah, so there's some really good.
Patrick Mahomes always prays
in the NFL. Patrick Mahomes
field before every game. C.J. Stroud is a strong Christian, has a huge foundation.
Yeah, great guy.
Mm-hmm.
There is some really good NFL players that are really not ashamed of the Lord, and got great foundations. They're doing a lot of great work. Mm-hmm. Nobody in the NFL anymore takes a knee. Colin Kaepernick and that whole thing is gone. Everybody's standing for the flag.
Yeah.
It's over. So
Prayers back.
Prayers back, and it's working. And I think everybody's happy. Heidi, you and I were at a Jacksonville Jaguar game when this was the game after the kid from Buffalo, and who went into cardiac arrest on a Monday night game. They ended up canceling the game. He almost died. He did die, I think, 7 different times before they brought him back.
Damar Hamlin.
So the next
which is how I won, by the way.
Yeah, and matter of fact, Heidi won the football season because
the game was canceled.
The game. Yeah.
The game was canceled, and so when the game got canceled, she had the lead by just a couple points over the guy in second. Which that guy's been kicked out of the league since then. But that's another story. But yeah, you won it all because of that. So, but we went to the Jacksonville Jaguar game the very next Saturday night. They were playing the Tennessee Titans, and Jacksonville had to win to get in the playoffs. And the place was packed. The crowd was crazy. But before the game, the Jacksonville Jaguar players, the Tennessee Titan players came out there, and I've never seen this. The announcer for the stadium, PA announcer, announced, "Ladies and gentlemen, would you take off your hats and bow your heads and join us in prayer for Darren Hamlin?" And the entire stadium, people respected that, and people went and prayed. It was about a minute prayer.
Wow.
It was one of the most powerful things I ever seen. No, there wasn't nobody yelling, screaming. There weren't people walking out protesting. You didn't have any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't Congress.
No, there was no Congress members there. It was very good. And so I think faith on the field, prayer works, and I think faith on the field in both college and pro. A lot of big name pro players now that are professing their faith in Christianity. Guys like Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins' daddy's a pastor over here in Orlando. Got a real good church over here. And so, yeah, there's some really good guys. I think Jalen Hurts from the Eagles. I know Patrick Mahomes, but there's a lot of good, solid players that are
wearing it on the sleeve. Prayers back.
It's back.
I think I don't want to give Trump love, but I'm saying when the election was done, I think we saw a big shift in not just, prayer being back and faith on the field, but I think you saw a lot of people come out of a gloomy darkness as well. From 4 years of tyranny. So
I think Trump, like Trump, he brought freedom back. He brought freedom back and brought hope. Really brought hope back, like you said, from 4 years of tyranny that we dealt with in this country. So
it almost feels like the 90s, and we're watching Hulk Hogan promos and taking vitamins now.
Yeah, great, isn't it? I'm taking my vitamins. I can tell you that right now. Heidi's got me on some kind of regimen that working. I've lost 45 pounds.
That's great.
In 11 months. So I'm trying to I need to lose 6 more pounds to reach a weight that I haven't been since I was 31 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. So
keep it going. Send those vitamins this way.
Good job. You're doing good.
I'm following the regimen. And
you can take as many vitamins as you want, but until you work it for yourself.
That's right.
That's right.
Got to throw out all the fried bologna, everybody.
Got to get rid of all that stuff. No more Cheetos.
I had fried bologna 2 nights ago.
She did have but Heidi, it's called hillbilly steak, by the way.
It is delicious, though.
But a fried bologna, you can have fried bologna occasionally. Occasionally. Won't hurt you. Matter of fact, your body even says,
rarely do we ever do that.
Well, but I will say, as bad as that is, it is delicious, but it's still healthier to eat that than McDonald's.
It is. It absolutely is. And let me just throw one thing out. When we lived in Louisville, Kentucky, I used to go down there to we went to the baseball game where the Louisville Riverbats play.
Yeah.
Brand new stadium down there. If you ever go to a AAA minor league baseball game in Louisville, it is a great experience because that field is beautiful. You're right down
Slugger Field.
Slugger Field in Louisville, and they serve fried bologna sandwiches.
Oh, wow.
It's off the chain.
I got to look at plane tickets.
I'm not joking. It's worth the trip to Louisville and go to a game just to eat the fried bologna. Even though I've cut that out of my diet, I could throw one in maybe once a year would be great.
So make a trip down to Louisville Slugger Field and see the Louisville River Bats at AAA.
Go to, and while you're there, have a fried bologna sandwich. You will thank me.
Yeah.
Free plug for. Are we going to talk baseball? Any?
Nah, we can save it.
Well, we got the Cubs just last night. The Cubs in the playoff. Playoffs. The Cubs.
They clinch it.
They clinched it last night.
I guess let me just look at this.
And take a look. The Padres and the Dodgers are nick and tuck right now. There was, I think, 11 games to go or 10 games to go. And I think there's a 2-game difference or 1-game difference between the Padres and the Dodgers. Which,
by the way,
Drew's a big Padre fan.
If you guys are looking for a website that makes sense for stats and standings on sports, if you could help me out and tell me which one to go to, because ESPN's horrible. I'm using CBS Sports. But anyway, if anybody knows of something better that doesn't have pop-up ads and everything else on the planet, just let me know. Anyway, so I'm trying to look at the standings here. National League. See, it doesn't even give me the full stand. All right.
Yeah, they do. You just click down. No. It will. Click down.
All right. Well, all it's giving me is 3 teams out of the National League East. That's not.
No, let me do it. MajorLeagueBaseball.com. You gotta go there. Thought maybe not.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can somebody help us? Just make it simple. We don't have to sell everything on it.
Why is it so difficult?
Just make it really easy. Okay, here, MLB.com. That's better. National League, because again, we don't care about the American League. It's not real baseball. National League, the Philadelphia Phillies. See, more pop-ups. They clinched the division. The Phillies did. Mets with our friend Shamania, he's back, are in second place.
Yeah, and he's personal friends with Drew, and came over to our house when we lived in Indiana. And now he's
still got to get him on the podcast, though.
He's a big pitcher for the New York Mets. He's pitched for the Padres, for the Giants, and now he's with the Mets. Oh, he started with the Oakland A's. He threw a no-hitter. He threw a no-hitter, folks, against the Boston Red Sox when he was pitching for the Oakland A's. So this guy's the real deal. So anyway, the Mets are in second.
So National League Central is clinched, the Brewers and the Cubs.
Yep.
Go Cubs, go.
Go Cubs, go. Playoffs.
And then National League West is still nobody's won or clinched anything. It's the team that plays in Los Angeles and the Padres are 2 games back.
And of course, you're a fan of the Padres because you lived in San Diego for 6 or 7 years, so you become a great fan of them.
That's why you don't go to LA. It's bad.
Now you gotta go to the American League because the New York Yankees. I need to know who's in that division.
American League.
Yankees? Yeah.
What is the American League? Okay. Blue Jays and Yankees. Nobody's clinched or anything over there yet.
Great race.
Tigers and Guardians in the Central.
Tigers.
Wait, did I say Guardians? That's not a team.
I know it's the Cleveland Indians.
It's the Cleveland Indians. So the Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Indians.
Right. Nobody's clinched.
We got to bring. See, why is Trump not working on that, guys?
Yeah,
we got all of this AI stuff that we want to do, but why aren't we changing the Washington back to the Redskins and the Cleveland back to the Indians?
Back to the Indians, yeah. Matter of fact, the Indian tribes won it.
Yeah. Why are we taking this? Why are we taking this away? We already took everything else away from the Native Americans. Just give them their names back.
Give them their names.
All right, and then the Houston cheating Astros shouldn't be allowed to have a franchise in the city, and then the Seattle Mariners. I guess I need to go make a trip over.
Yeah,
Seattle,
you live in Seattle area now. You should go to the game. I mean, it's down to the wire with Seattle Mariners and
Well, they've won 9 out of the last 10 games. All right.
Yeah.
That's it.
So playoffs.
That's all we got going on.
Going to come. It's going to be baseball playoffs. We'll probably be talking about that. I'll be watching that as well, and it'd be really a lot of fun to keep up with that. I hope the Cubs. Who knows? The Cubs could win it all.